big fan.
Has anyone had the Travis Scott meal and knows exactly what's in it at McDonald's?
No, I'm still not sure what you're talking about.
Lettuce and bacon and mayo.
What is a Travis Scott?
Basically.
Like, is it still a burger?
Yeah, it's a quarter pounder with lettuce, tomato, bacon. Lettuce, tomato, mayo, bacon.
Okay. I thought it came with a Xanbar, but I mean.
At least the cow.
Cannot do it. What's up, guys? Welcome to Captain Chronicles. It's your boy, Alexander the Great. I'm here with my boy, King Kovu, Elise the Beast, my dog, John Jax. We're missing Jeff, copacetic Nubian. That's the death. So today, what are we talking about? We are going to be talking about the best swordsman in anime. I'm pretty sure my swordsman can wax every single one of you guys'.
Not even a baby.
I don't even think. I'm not going to start with that.
Absolutely.
You know, Alex, let's start with the weakest of them all. Hit us with it, Alex.
The weakest. Wow. Just for that. No, I'm not doing it.
No.
You start. Punk. Can't even cuss.
I'll start. Let's just get this over with, folks. It's a basketball Saturday. Let's just get this over with. So I'm coming in with the strongest. Y'all see the background, even though he wasn't at that fight. I'm going with my boy, Rowan Noah Zoro. First of all, the name. Zoro. This man didn't even watch One Piece. He didn't even know it.
At the part where I'm at, all he's done is catch a bunch of L's.
Yeah,
he literally catches 2 L's in the show.
I've seen both of them.
Anyway, Rowan Noah Zoro. Okay, this man's cold. First of all, Zoro's in his name. Y'all know y'all watched Antonio Banderas with the Zorro, the mask. Great name. Don't do you look like that? You know you watched
Antonio Banderas was an ass swordsman.
Josh, for real life, yes, but I'm just talking about the name. Let me build my man up.
His best move was cutting a Z into the screen. That was his notoriety. That's the best, coldest movie he had. Everything else was cheeks.
Question. How old were you when you saw that? Probably like 3. You remember that shit though, don't you? Cold.
I just remember that.
Anyway, beginning of the show, he encounters the best swordsman in their entire lore, in their entire One Piece universe. Draco Mihawk comes in, gets his ass whooped, and he's like about to die. And he turns around and he's like, nah, hit me in the front because I don't want anyone to ever think I ran away. I don't want no scars on my back. We don't retreat. Cold. Then throughout the show, 3-sword style, he fights my boy, spoiler alert for those on the cast who still haven't watched One Piece. One of my favorite fights in One Piece is at Eni's lobby. All of my One Piece fans know what's going on. He fights a giraffe. It makes more sense when you see it. Not an actual giraffe. It's a man. It's a lie. Y'all will understand.
Get better.
Then, time skip. Who did he train with? The dude who whooped his ass in the beginning of the show. No one other than Draco Mihawk. Comes out post-time skip with the 6-sword style. Gas. This man's so good it looks like he's 2 people. 6 swords. Gas. Then going back in time, Sabidi arc, the Lost Generation. He's the only person that, so for you guys, because y'all don't watch it, pretty much what happened is they were like, these are the coldest mofos out right now. Like outside of, like, this is the new generation. Like these are the mofos that are going to be cold. They're coming up. They're going to change the pirating world. He's the only person in that group who's not a captain. Everyone else is a captain of a crew. He's the only one who's not a captain. So his whole universe respects him. So I will firmly say that at the end of the show, he'll surpass Draco, and he'll be the coldest mofo in the show and the coldest mofo in this whole, why am I saying mofo? Coldest motherfucker in this whole conversation. My boy, Rowan Noah, with the green hair, Which way are we going? Because he doesn't have any sense of direction. Zoro.
Let me tell you something, Elise. I'm going to say, let me pass it on to John. So he is somebody with 8 swords, which is better than 6. And he can prove that if you're not the coldest person in your show, you shouldn't even be in this panel. Hit him with it, John. Hit him with that Black Mamba, the Killer Bee.
I mean, what else can I say? He already introduced him. Killer Bee, okay? The number 2 in the cloud. My guy is out here. He's a Jinchuriki on top of being the best swordsman in his universe. Rip, I'm just saying. Your guy had to fight the strongest. My guy was.
Anyway, literally not the strongest, but okay.
Killer, what?
He's the strongest swordsman by 4.
Almost took him out. Kisame!
Swords?
Did he?
On swordplay alone. At least the disrespect that I'm doing right now is crazy.
Also, can we talk about how he has a magic sword and my man was just fighting him with 8 because he's skilled?
And the sword
because he has a whole ass Jinchuriki.
But he didn't use him.
And the sword chose him.
Humble.
He fought him. He was so cold. The sword was like, this man cold. I'm gonna go with him.
He said, "I want to go with him for that chakra." Y'all sleep. He's man. Keep going now.
Oh,
at least big chakra moves.
I'm gonna fight you and steal your sword. All right.
Tell him, John. You do what you want when you're chakra.
Literally.
Nothing. John, could you stop hyping that man up?
No, Alex.
The coldest swordsman in that show.
In this social climate, when a black man is out here with excellence, doing it better than all these Japanese and Caucasian characters, I'm gonna give him some credit. All right. Sasuke walked up there. I'm gonna avenge my family. He said, "You can eat these swords, my guy. You can eat the pull-up." All right. Had him dripping the blood.
Lie. That fight sequence was cold. It was
cold as hell. He was doing the Sharingan with the boo, 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 trying to read his moves. He said, slapped him down, bro. Took him out. Talking about, you want to touch my brother. You thought it. You thought it, bro.
With them whack-ass raps.
No, dude, he couldn't wrap his way out of a wet paper bag, dog. I hate it.
But the worst thing, first of all, Alex, that's bad translating. Nothing other than that. Secondly, it's not
bad translating. What are you talking about? I watched this sub and it's still everything else is with the
Alex, it's written by a Japanese person. They don't be rapping like that. The hell? How many Japanese rappers you can name?
Okay.
You've heard
one Japanese rapper.
Was it Chingo something?
Cold.
Yeah.
From that arigato. You know that shit was cold.
Stop it. Stop it. They don't be rapping, all right? That's the only reason he's like that, all right? He wasn't written by us, but he was written for us, all right? That man's half a FUBU, all right? I love him, all right? I'm not going to sit here and listen to no slander.
This guy, stop,
that man
bro.
Boo, just like them bars. Boo.
Listen. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're the best rapper in the world, all right? I'm not going to tell you that. But
yeah, but when your Jinchuriki freaking hates you, that might be like a problem.
What do you mean?
Not a problem. Was it a problem?
He's over Killer Bee, bro.
He trained Naruto to be his friend. Be friends with his Jinchuriki. Because he's just that good at it. I mean, A1.
Need to rewatch the show, Alex.
Wait, what?
He said, shut up. Just shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about.
John, I hate to do this because you're my boy, and I've been hyping you up right now. But I've been hyping you up for failure, John. Because the truth of the matter is this. Although Killer Bee is probably the strongest swordsman, he's not the best. Now, let me explain the difference here. I'm bringing a man who is so skilled, they fear his name, John. His name is synonymous with murder. His name is Batosai, the Manslayer. If you've never seen Rurouni Kenshin, close it. Close the laptop, close your phone, close the computer, close your life. End it today. All right, because you need to watch Rurouni Kenshin. That's how aggressive I am about how fire that man is, bro. Scars never look cleaner than the on his eye, bro. Them joints is clean, bro. Clean. Homeless as hell. Paying his bills on the ass whoopings he be giving out, boy. Paying it by beating up the streets, bro. People come up to him, "Oh, you look like Batosai. Can I run your fate?" He hits him with the trick. Dead. On sight. Every time. The man is cold. He's the coldest person in his show, Alex. In his show, he is feared beyond anybody. He is like
He almost lost to a mummy.
Ain't that because he
First
didn't use
of
a
all-
real sword though?
First
He
of all,
fights
what you're not
everyone
going to do,
with immunity. Let's be
what you're not
honest.
going to do is oversimplify this show and call that man a mummy, all right? That man was cold also, and he didn't lose, all right?
He was
The person that he
cold.
ends up fighting towards the end of the show is just the next version of him, the next Batosai, the next manslayer, the next true killer. And he still couldn't fold the old one, baby. Red hair, spiced on the eyes. You know his name. Don't play this game. All you other people, practice.
I'm done.
That's what
I
Yamcha
can't
was trying to
stand you.
do. He saw Batasai and he was
Yo.
like, how do I get one of those?
Yamcha saw that Rurouni Kenshin and tried to do it himself, man. He was doing it for a little while.
A little while being 1 week.
Come on,
And
man.
he met a little
Even
boy
trained
and
up little
slapped him.
Yahiko.
It was over.
That little
Huh?
kid was annoying as hell.
Yahiko was annoying as hell, but he became a decent swordman in his own right. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but Tosai did it with no superpowers, no extra nonsense, no plot, no nonsensical fruit or training under somebody else. He was just cold. I mean, he trained under his teacher, obviously, but he was
Zoro
cold.
doesn't have any powers. He doesn't have a devil fruit, but I mean,
No,
it is
he
what
has
it is.
just One Piece plot.
Neither does my guy.
Coffee or whatever.
Everyone has
they're,
hockey.
they're not. Yeah, they're not. No, but I'm saying at least they're not
Everyone
regulating
has
power scale
hockey.
to a person.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's
Tosai,
because
power
it's
scale.
based loosely on history, but we're not talking about power scaling. We're talking about in the realm of their universe. So just because
Right.
he's normal doesn't
Well,
give him an edge.
I'm talking about he has to win based on his swordsman skill alone, not on strength or anything else.
So did everyone else.
Zoro
who
is just
didn't.
running into things. He's not using
Who
great
wants
sword
swordsman?
technique.
Have you watched the show?
About 150 episodes worth.
He literally
That's
uses
nothing.
the vacuum of his sword to cut through water. How is that not so? He's holding a sword in his mouth, Josh. What else do you want the
That's
man
not
to do?
technique, Elise. That's not
To be
real
honest,
life sword
that's not-
technique. You can't just fight people with a sword in your mouth. That's not
That
real.
sounds like a
Because he
weakness.
did. I saw him do
That
it. He
sounds like a
turned his head
weakness.
like
You
this.
break
The sword
your
went like
teeth for
that.
that.
I mean, I don't understand.
He does
You
it
thought
because
something
he's able to do it because of
else was
plot
it's over.
devices in One Piece. But no one is out there really cutting like this with a sword in their mouth. It's not happening.
That's because they haven't practiced enough.
Wait,
Practice.
Josh, how does he cut? How does he do it?
That's why he becomes people.
That boy
He's
look like a
walking up
hungry
like a
pit bull.
T-Rex with his little swords in his hand. No one's getting fought like that. What is this dance? What is this?
Okay. So now
Who
we
you got,
resorted to
Alex?
just making noises and shaking our heads like a pit bull in heat.
It's a
We're gonna
valid
talk about
point.
my
All
guy,
Rurouni
all right?
Kenshin's moves are real
My
life swords.
guy, the strongest swordsman on Earth in his universe.
What's his name? What's
His name is Atomic Samurai, a.k.a. Kamikaze, a.k.a. Slice and Dice, a.k.a. I like my turkey sliced super thin. Deli style, baby.
Boar's Head or Publix?
Honestly,
Come on.
Elise, I'm going to give Alex this one. That was a
That's
cold-ass intro. I'm not going to lie to you. It was cold as hell.
You know
I
we're
like
getting
my
a pound of
turkey
that.
sliced
turkey.
thin.
That kind of hit, though. That was kind of nice, though.
So
Nice.
Atomic
I'm gonna
Samurai
dig into
is
it.
from One Punch Man. He's a beast. He's a top S-class hero. He's one of the best S-class heroes, in my opinion. If you ask me, he was first on scene when that Independence mothership decided to come in at the last episode. He was first on scene, slicing and dicing everybody up. He is, I already said it, the Earth's strongest swordsman in that universe. Let's see. His sword can cut through lightning.
Alex, are you
apparently.
reading the Wikipedia page right now?
No, I'm reading what I
It
wrote
feels
down.
like you're reading a Wikipedia page right now.
I'm reading.
You're listing
what
these off like you're reading
I
them from
wrote
a
down.
Wikipedia page.
because
You
I
are
just knew that he was cold. I just didn't know the
Joshua.
cold hard facts. I knew he was cold as hell. All right, he's faster than the speed of sound. He don't have no extra doohickeys, breathing techniques, or swords in the mouth. You don't. Come on.
Words in the mouth.
Well, then how is he faster than the speed of sound, Alex? Plot.
Huh?
How is he faster than the speed of sound?
He runs 10 miles per day, does 100 jumping jacks and 100 push-ups.
That's
Just
One
like
Punch
Saitama.
Man.
So there was a
Like
guy
Saitama.
that came out that mothership that was claiming to be faster than the speed of sound.
Oh.
And in typical anime fashion, what he did was one of these, and then he just fucking gets sliced up like it's nobody's business. So in technicalities, he is faster than the speed of sound. And that
What if
same
that guy
dude
was lying
shot
and he was
lightning at him,
actually
and he
slow?
still like cut through it.
At least that's a valid point. What if that man was lying? What if he was slow as hell?
What if the
No,
alien
because
was
he had lightning. He had lightning, so obviously
What if he had lightning
is
powers?
faster
Don't
than
be
the speed of
fast to have
sound.
lightning powers.
You know what? Just shut up and listen, all right? Because unlike you guys with 8
I wanna see
swords
this
and
40
6
times.
swords, he's only got 2 swords, and he's still slicing and dicing top S
Sounds like he
class.
might
all
have a
day
better
long.
chance if he had some more swords.
I mean,
All
maybe.
I'm saying is,
No.
my guy only needs
Can he
one
break
sword.
dance with the swords? Because my
All
guy
these
break
others-
dances with their swords.
Oh,
He
that
raps
what?
and dances and fights at the same time. My man stopped mid-fight while he was fighting Sasuke to write raps. I don't understand.
Honestly, not gonna lie to
I
you,
feel like
Alex,
this is not helping your
that was
argument,
actually
John.
the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in a fight.
100%.
This man literally stopped mid-fight to write bars, and the bars were trash. That was crazy. There was no reason to stop. There was no reason. He just did it to do it, just to be a dick. That was cold, bro. That was pretty cold.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro, he had the confidence to act like he was the next Kanye. Swear to
But
God.
this is my question, John. This is my
Is
question.
Kanye still
No.
a bar?
No, I'm not talking about current Kanye. No, we're not. No.
We're talking about
Bro,
2008 Kanye
get outta
or
here,
2020 Kanye.
Dr. Seuss would body him. I don't even want to hear that.
Hey, let's not say
He
you're
had
acting like
bars.
Dr. Seuss had some bars. We ain't gonna act like the doctor wasn't spitting mad rhymes.
For an 8-year-old, yeah.
One fish, two
No, in
fish,
general.
red fish, blue fish.
Listen,
Hey.
you put a trap beat on that and read it.
Add a
Like-
beat to that, Alex, it slaps.
It's
Same
amazing.
thing with the dude that wrote Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That man was lyrical with it.
Stop it. You stop it right now.
All right. Where are these honorable
Look.
mentions at? Well, you got more for Atomic Swordsman. He cutting through lightning. He's faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah, that's about it. He's a beast.
Since
And I hate all you guys.
just to piss off Alex, my
Are you
honorable
gonna give him the
mention
context? You gonna give him the
is
context?
gonna
Cool.
be from a little show called Demon Slayer.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say so soon. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Tanjiro though. Tanjiro is my honorable mention. Tanjiro is cold as hail in Demon Slayer, and he uses cool ass swords forms. They're actual swords techniques that he's using. They're made up in a show, obviously, because it's a cartoon. But they're sword techniques that he's using, and he's a regular person. As far as we know right now, he's a regular person using sword techniques that he's learned. The only thing I negatively will say about the show is I wish they would show me him learning these techniques, so it didn't feel like he was just making them up on the spot.
Yeah, like running.
He's
running
like
through a
water
dangerous
technique number
mountain should not
7.
let you do that.
It's
Sorry.
weird, but he just be walking in the fight. He's like, water technique number 33, a dip and drop, and just does random nonsense. It don't make no sense. He's just saying
Well,
things.
they
I've
did
never
give
seen
us-
him train.
He was training. How long was his sister taking a nap for? Like
A year.
a year?
Yeah, but he was training to cut a rock. There was not one water technique I saw him learn.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
he
the cutting the rock wasn't the whole thing, bro.
Yeah,
but
It felt like the whole thing. It felt like 3
What was
episodes.
inside the rock, Alex? Water techniques? I don't understand. I've never seen him learn any of those.
It's a pinata.
There was a montage.
Maybe it was that apparition that just told him, "Hey, take a deep breath, bro. You got it."
That's
The
literally
thing is, real quick on Demon Slayer. So all your students cut this rock, right? Then you send them to this test, and all your students die. And you don't think you should say, "Yo, Tanjiro, let me tell you about some beef I had from back in the day." There's this. You want to go to this
Don't
test?
teach them a move. Teach them something. Don't make them cut out. What?
Right?
real
I feel
skill
like you should
for
be adding
standing in
something
front
to
of a
your training
steel rock?
regimen.
Like,
It's a
your
Did he
students
know,
are not
bro?
prepared.
Did he know that someone was targeting his students specifically?
Also,
was
they
like,
asked
"Ooh,
him,
You
Or was he
felt
just
like what's his
like,
name?
5 years old, buddy? What if he just thought he was a shit teacher? What if he was just like, damn, all my students keep dying, bro? It's crazy.
I guess they didn't come back to tell him. I guess they never
Yo.
came back.
He's
I
like,
got
"Yo, you're the
a
only one that
Demon
came
Slayer
back, bro."
Plot hole here. There's a plot hole. How do all of his students go there, train, and cut that rock?
I guess it's
He
not
glues
that
the
hard.
rock back together.
Well, there was different rocks.
Glue
He
the
had
rock
the
back
biggest one.
together.
Tanjiro had the biggest rock.
How do we know? I've never seen any of these other rocks.
I mean, that's because, all his other students died forever ago. So,
And this is
It's
our
not-
That's what
actual-
that's
So
what
really-
that apparition said.
So that's what my question is. The question is, where is he getting these giant rocks?
I mean, he lives on a mountain, my guy. He finds him.
Dude, he lives on a rock, literally.
Yeah, he lives on a mountain.
How do you know if it's a good enough rock for these people to be cutting? You're just grabbing big rocks and you're like, oh, this kid will be able to cut this one.
Josh,
It doesn't make any sense.
Josh, you're
What is the
reaching.
logic?
Stop.
It's still an anime, Josh.
You're reaching.
You're reaching hard.
This is a solid argument. That's a giant
Mm.
boulder. Where is he
Nah.
finding these boulders?
Nah.
Speaking of boulders, I'm going with my honorable mention because this is gonna go nowhere.
I'm standing by it. It's a hole.
Barely.
This
Who's
big.
your own
Speaking
mention,
of
Elise?
holes, we're gonna go down
Hey,
a dark
yo.
hole.
Who?
We're going down a dark hole of an anime that the first season of this anime,
Is it
chill.
charcoal?
I think it's the first 13 episodes. Anyway, Sword Art Online. Beginning of Sword Art, great. I'm going with Kirito because this man was so cold in this. Don't make that face.
In the beginning.
I am.
Kirito
No, but we're
was
talking about
so-
swordsmanship.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
cold.
He's just hacking
He
and
was-
slashing with video game technique.
Okay, and they're
He's not a
trying
real
to do it.
swordsman.
What do you think they're
That's
gonna
like
do?
you.
He
But
was
this is my
so
problem.
good they gave him a new skill in the show. His swordsmanship trait was so high. He got dual
But
wielding.
it's
What are you
a
talking
video
about?
game. At least you can't tell me that those are unrealistic, or tell me that Bleach nonsensical sword fighting is unrealistic, and then tell me that Kirito sword fighting in Sword Art Online is any more realistic. He's
That's
no
not
better
right.
at a swordsman than
Sword
Ichigo.
Art.
That's not what she's saying, though. She's just saying in his show, he's cold. Just like in
I
his
thought
show.
we're doing. Wait. Are we doing coldest swordsman or best swordsman? Because I'm confused.
Yes.
This is an honorable
Exactly.
mention.
I'm just saying. Anybody
All
can
I
use
see
cheat
in
code in
Bleach
video
is their
games.
fucking spirit pressure and doing one slash.
Hey,
So,
what you're not gonna do is act like some of them weren't out there chip chopping. All right,
I mean,
some of them were
actually-
doing some things.
Actually, can we be honest? Some of those weren't even swords. Like, they have swords in the beginning, but then they go like Bankai, and then my dog comes out with the axe. Like, they don't.
Yes,
they don't
John.
count no more.
Because after your
They
Bankai,
don't count no
and
more.
John, you're not
time out. This is my
You're
honorable
soul
mention.
reapers. You can have anything. Your Zanpakuto can be anything. You're a soul reaper.
brother. Isn't her brother Bankai? His sword turns into a bunch of flower petals. Isn't that his
Something
thing?
like that.
So,
No, it's a bunch of swords and flower petals. It's like 8 or 10 swords that surround you, then flower petals also. The swords stab you.
That sounds just trash.
It's
That's
a
not a sword.
power.
It's not a sword at that point. It's not a sword anymore.
Anyway,
I'm fine with
Kirito was so good that everyone in his show thought he was cheating in the game. That's how
He
cool he
was
was in
cheating.
the beginning. He was not
He was
cheating.
cheating.
He
No,
never
he played the demo. I'm sorry, he wasn't cheating. He played the demo. He had a head start on every single person.
Yeah, he was a beta or whatever the fuck
beta
they call it.
tester.
Yeah, he's a beta tester. Yeah, so he
Yeah,
definitely
that's
had
not
a
cheating. He was helping
No, but I'm
people.
saying they thought he had an advantage. He had an advantage.
Barely.
Sounds like
Wait,
they
It's not
should.
beta, John. He played the whole game. He played
Who's
the
your
game.
guy from Sword Art Online? Josh, what's his name again?
Kirito, the guy from Sword Art Online.
I got him ranked at number 10 as
Where's
best
the-
swordsman
Where's
on
his
anime.
rank?
This ranking comes from
Comic books.
DBR.com. Top
Trash.
best swordsman in anime.
Yeah,
ranked.
CBR. Let me tell you something, Alex. In the anime community, that is ass. That is the equivalent of getting your opinion from Skip Bayless. That's what you have right there. That's the Skip Bayless of anime.
Hey, Skip
Giving you right
Bayless
now, I
was
bet you
Jordan's
their number
receipt.
one is Drake Kill Mihawk. Scroll. I bet you number one is Drake Kill Mihawk. Look,
It is.
Yeah, I believe that. At least that's not who you picked. You picked Zoro.
because he's cooler.
He's just
That's the
honest,
thing.
bro.
Mihawk's not a main
Because he's
character,
cooler
so you don't
than
see his
He's
feet.
honest.
Alex, just for shits and giggles, read off the list.
All right, hold on. So you got Hawkeye as number 1.
Mihawk.
And you got Homuro Kenshin
Yup. Yup.
number 2.
Yup.
3
Yup.
is Guts
There it
from
is.
Berserk.
Yep, believe
That's
it.
4
That's
is
true.
Ichigo Karasuno.
Yup. Yup.
Let's see.
Yup.
5 is Mugen.
We were getting to him as an honorable mention. You can
Yeah,
You
scroll.
say Mugen?
Afro better be
You
on
pronounce
there. I
it
need some more
Mugen?
black representation.
Yeah,
Is it-
Mugen should have been black for sure. Mugen really should have been black. And I'm
He
kind of
looks black.
He is black.
He looks black
black?
as fuck. What are you talking about?
He's
Mugen's
black.
not black.
In this picture,
Are you
he's doing a
sure?
light skin face right now.
Okay, Alex, but is there any... But is there any canonical evidence to Mugen being black other than he looks blackish?
The fact
look
that he's
like-
blackish and the entire show references hip hop. So yes.
Yeah,
he's
he's got freestyle talent. He says. They say.
I don't know. I need them to give me more than that. I need to know for a fact. Like a good example is Fire Force. The new dude off of Fire Force is freaking cold, and I'm so excited to have a super cold black character that doesn't rap or have lightning powers or is
the fact he doesn't
generically
have
black
lightning
in any way.
powers is like, I don't know why we always get lightning, but it's like
Yeah,
black
it is
characters
weird.
lightning.
They always have lightning, bro. Even Spider-Man. This Spider-Man now has lightning. Why?
Well, it's
Why
not
do you guys
lightning
like
per
this?
se, you know.
It's cheap, John.
Like
It's
a
cheap
little
when we always
picture.
have lightning.
Static shock, black lightning.
John, Aqualad. Aqualad now has to have lightning because he's black. Why?
I mean,
He did get lightning
Aqualad.
too.
Huh? It
Magic.
doesn't make sense. It's
At
so
least
much
you-
lightning.
Who are the rest
Everything
of
has
the
to be
characters,
lightning?
Alex? After you?
Number 7, you got Saber from Fate series,
Oh, that's true. I
Saber's
see.
legit.
Yeah, she lit.
and you got number
Claire
8
in there?
is number 8 is Claire.
Ooh.
Hey.
She looks like a
Claymore,
badass.
she's chopping them.
She killing him.
Chopping 'em.
Who else you
She's
got,
got like
Alex?
a,
Who else
Karen,
you
she's
got?
got like a
Nine.
Karen complex.
Who's 9?
Let's see. Number 9 is Sakate Jintoki
From what?
Don't know that one.
from Gintama.
Oh,
Oh, that was interesting.
Gintama.
Well, look. Alex, this is the thing. As much as I want to use your list,
He wasn't on that list.
as much as I want to use your list as fuel for my fire that Roni was the best out of this panel and that Ichigo should be respected and Bleach should be respected, I can't because you got it from Skip Bayless. So I really don't trust the site enough to even try to take credit for it. And they didn't have Killer B on there or Zoro.
Yeah.
So for
He
me,
could
that
be top
list
10.
doesn't really count to me.
Zoro's
Or
on there
Afro
by
Samurai.
default because his teacher's on there.
That's not how
That's
this
not how it
works.
works. That's not how
It
it
literally is.
works.
No, it's not.
Is it? So you're going to put Yahiko on the list now? He's on the list? Because his teacher's
I don't
on
even
there?
know who that is, so
Yahiko from Kuroni Kenshin?
he's
Dude,
12, so no.
you know
he's
how
not
I just
a grown
saw
man.
Exactly.
number
But his
one?
teacher's on the list, Elise. By that logic, he should be at 5.
yo, Ranker. Ranker's
Damn
got
Bleach.
Levi, number 1.
What?
That's stupid.
That's dumb.
What do you mean? He
dumb.
uses swords. He uses 2 swords.
He's not the
It doesn't
best.
matter, Alex. You can't. Listen, Alex. You can't shoot the rods out of your hips during a sword fight. That's not how that works. You're gonna be standing in a ring having a sword match.
That's
You
stupid.
can't fly around and win your
You
sword
got
match.
what
You
they-
need to be able to
Okay,
stand
that's
up.
not, that's
and have-
that's a stupid logic because that would
Why?
make
It's
fighting with the
swordsmanship.
sword harder because you're flying around instead of
It doesn't
standing.
matter. That's what he's skilled at. I've never
what
seen
you have to
Levi
do-
stand up with a sword and fight somebody.
Here's my
He
thing
probably
with
would work
Levi not
anybody
being
with a
able to
sword.
be on that list because their durability of their swords isn't great. Because
Sure.
I can promise you that
Well,
Levi
they
will
break
show
off on
up.
purpose.
No, but I'm saying, Alex, he's not okay. In swordsman speed contact, he's not that fast. Like Maroni and them be doing that thing where they like bring it out of the sheath
Oh,
and put
yeah.
it back, and the
Yeah.
homie's dead. Yeah, he ain't got nothing like that. If you don't have that mood, you're not an anime swordsman. If you can't do this and cut a fruit,
Or
you're
like
not an
do
anime
like a
swordsman.
little flinch and then like
Yeah,
you see
bro,
lines
you're not-
like their
you're not-
face just goes.
You got a swordsman, dog. If you can't do that one, the old, and then the thing's cut, nah, you don't count. It ain't real.
I'm surprised
If
you
you
didn't
never
say
done that movie, you're not a
EA.
swordsman. Even Trunks did that joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Good.
That's a good
Oh,
honorable
my
mention right
goodness.
there. Trunks is a beast with and
Yeah,
Gohan.
future
He has a
Trunks.
Z sword.
Future Trunks.
Please don't bring up Gohan.
Why?
Oh, no.
We
we
already
won't.
did.
No,
wrong,
Gohan
Gohan?
is not a swordsman like that, bro. He's not a swordsman like that. Don't
He
do that.
he
Don't do that.
literally turned mystic with the Z sword.
Didn't he
Having
use
Having
the
a
sword?
sword?
sword does not make you a swordsman. I have a sword. You gonna put me on the list?
I mean, if you turn mystic, maybe.
Who did he beat with the sword? like, come on. What are we talking about here? I was
What
a-
other
don't get-
honorable mentions
I
do
didn't
we
say
have?
Trunks.
Afro.
Other honorable mentions?
Afro
Afro
Samurai.
Samurai. Afro, bro. Honestly, the person that probably should have won this if we had done our due diligence and rewatched the show would have probably been Afro, but I've seen Roni Kenshin a lot more recently. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my dog, my boy, Kie. Cold.
Ooh,
That man's
Yo.
cold. But his swordsmanship is not elite. That's the problem. A
Bro,
lot of
his
it
sword
is
breaks
being-
every other episode.
Didn't he give up on
a
using
lot of
the
it's because
sword
he's a
after a
demon.
while?
He's a demon and he's fast, and he uses a bunch of other stuff. It's not
He's
like
got
it's
the
his,
third eye. He's got the demon of the
Yeah.
dragon
And the
darkness,
dragon
whatever.
flame, yeah.
Shout out to Epic Battles who had Sasuke versus Hiei fight, and it was
Hiei won,
amazing. It was one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. Obviously, Hiei won. Like, what are we
Okay.
talking about? Hiei is washing Sasuke. That's clear.
With his Chigan eye.
Yeah, because you can't use Genjutsu on him. He would see through all of it. So the Sharingan does nothing. He's faster, stronger, and more durable than Sasuke. And he's not going to run out of chakra.
Too bad he's only 5 foot nothing.
So if
Oh.
anything, that works in his favor because you have to go down the fight.
Yeah. And you were just brought up Levi, and Levi's like 4'2", max.
They're all ankle biters.
Trash.
They got Hiei ranked 12 on Ranker.
That's decent. That's higher than he probably should be. Like,
Absolutely.
again, just like Ichigo and them, they're not great swordsmen per se. Some of them are pretty good, but most of them are not. They're just strong characters who use swords. And it's the
They
very
got
big
Afro. They got Afro Samurai at 15.
at 50 under. This is what I'm talking about, Alex.
Disrespect.
Look at the type of list you have. This is why they are the Skip Bayless of
Samurai
lists.
is in the
It's
name
trash.
of the show.
Yeah, bro. He literally, Alex, in Afro Samurai, you have like a ranking on your headband, and you literally fight other samurais to get high rankings. So they're genuinely good swordsmen. Like the whole show is predicated on elite swordsmanship.
Not all of them use swords, though.
I mean, I understand, but they're supposed to. They're supposed to.
Any more honorables? I feel like there's more out there.
Oh, for sure.
I'm not going to say Sasuke, but I'm
Meliodas?
not going to say Sasuke.
Who'd you say, John?
Meliodas.
Hey, that's a
I
good
don't
one.
think he's a good
I mean-
swordsman.
Yeah, he do be kind of cheating. He do be getting washed and then using
All
that
he really
counter.
does is use counter with the sword.
I mean,
I guess. Hey, are we able to do
We
video
have to
games?
do.
Because I want to bring up Fire Emblem.
who?
Fire Emblem.
Video games.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up Roy and Marth.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
No. All right, I'm out of here. I'm sorry. I'm wild.
Dude, these
Who else can I
rankings are
think of?
crazy. I don't trust the
I
internet.
can't think of any other swordsmen right now. Who else is there?
This
Urza
is.
Scarlet?
I would say Urza, but not really because like
Urza's
she has
ranked
the
number
type-
3.
Swordsman.
The thing is, like, she is, but she isn't. Like with the Titania, whatever armor, where like she literally has a million swords behind her. That doesn't really count. But when she goes into the fucking ninja mode, where she has just like the katana, she's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I got one.
What about King
As-
Bradley?
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
gonna be my last one. Pride.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Oh,
Pride's
yeah, Pride
cold.
is
I
cold.
forgot all about
Pride
that
is
dude.
cold.
I mean, not Pride. He's not Pride. He's Wrath. He's Wrath.
He's Wrath.
Pride's the
So
son.
Bradley be out there. Bradley be out there.
I mean, he killed a bunch of clones that were trying to be him. He literally had to fight a bunch of people who were himself to be the king.
Yeah.
What about the main girl from Akame got killed?
Akame.
Oh, yeah, comment.
Actually, I'm talking about Esdeath. I'm sorry.
She
Esdeath.
doesn't-
Esdeath doesn't have a sword.
She does have a sword.
She can
That's
make
really
one, but
good.
she doesn't use it.
That's
She
not the
definitely
basis of her
uses a sword.
power.
She can, but she doesn't use it that often.
Akame's a
I
better
thought she used it in the main
swordsman.
fight against Akame.
That one time. She really doesn't use it that often.
She's literally like creates giant
I guess.
spikes of ice.
Yeah, but I'm saying she's usually holding the sword when she's doing all that stuff.
No, she's a strong
She
character.
She
that
has a sword, but
she
I wouldn't
doesn't
call her a
use it.
swordsman.
Yeah.
Like I would say,
Okay. What about
Yeah,
Akame? I
Akame's
thought
a
Thor was in there.
Akame cold. And Akame's sister has those zombie shits.
But
Akame's
yeah.
cold though.
Thing too. She has to beat all those people that she controls. That's the only reason
Yeah.
that they serve her. She had to
And
beat them
her
all.
sword's the one that turns
Yeah,
the
but Akame seems like a way better swordsman than her sister does. Her sister is
Yeah.
using them to fight, though. I mean, I understand she had to beat them, but some of them die in like odd-staying circumstances, and then she gets them. She got the strongest one from not killing him. She didn't kill her. What was her best friend or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't kill him. That's the strongest one she had. Having him eliminates you having to be that strong because he kills them, and then you get them.
I guess, yeah.
Who else is cold?
Swordsman wise, I think we've listed off
Dabuza.
the best ones. I'll let them do more.
Dabuza. He was the weakest one.
Stop.
No.
Elise,
He gets you,
stop.
maybe.
Elise, stop entertaining him. Stop entertaining him.
Zabuza's
I'm like-
kind of cool. you know.
Don't even let him do
He
that.
lost to weak Kakashi.
Kakashi was blocking his sword with a shuriken. He was blocking
Look,
his
guys,
sword
I'm
with
just
kunai
reading
knife.
off the list, okay? This
list is
podcast
ass.
has gone way too
The
long.
list has Zabuza, Nakisame.
They got
The list is
Zabuza
ass.
number 16.
Oh,
The list is ass. That list is ass.
That list
Who's
don't make
after him?
sense.
read that list real quick. No comments, just let him read.
All
No
right.
retort.
Number
I'll try.
1, Zoro. Number 2, Himura. Number 3, Urza. 4, Kurosaki, Ichigo. 5, Gintoki. 6, Mugen. 7, Mihawk, or whatever the fuck his name is, Mihawk. Then 8 is Bradley. 9 is Levi. 10 is Hiei.
That list is ass.
That list is ass.
Watch Mojo.
That list is so ass. Oh my god. They got Urza so high. Oh my god.
My thing is, how do you have Zoro as 1, but then Mihawk at like 8?
That is hilarious, bro. They had Ichigo so high. Like Ichigo don't just be yelling at.
Oh no, I don't know who's frozen. I don't know if it's me. I can still see John fine. That's a beautiful picture of Josh. He looks kind of cute.
Bro was on like the most hilarious thing.
All right.
in this fight.
Oh no.
What happened?
Did you fall?
Apologies, everyone. We're having a few technical difficulties.
Did you guys freeze or did I freeze?
You
That was
froze.
you.
Ah, see, so for me, you guys were frozen. And I was talking for about 10 minutes straight about Ichigo.
Yeah.
I'll repeat myself. So it's crazy that he's full.
No.
I'm just kidding. My whole thing was that it's nonsense to put him on a swordsman list when half of his moves are just energy projections from him slashing the sword.
That's 90% of all his things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like most of them are just like even the what's it, Zangetsu Tenshin or whatever.
It's all
It's,
energy.
it's a sword projection. It's not like actually swordsmanship. Oh my god, Yami. What am I saying? Yami.
Ooh,
If
yeah.
we're doing projections. If we're doing projections from a sword, Yami is cold with that sword, bro.
I'm gonna say Asta too, honestly. I'm gonna say Asta.
I'm not gonna.
The entire thing is sword. Like that's it.
No,
I mean, that's the tornado shit with the 2 swords. Is kind of dope.
It is, but I mean, like, you could,
Yeah,
it
once
could be
Asta
back.
can
It wouldn't
unlock
change
those
anything.
swords and really use it to its full potential, you can't put him on that list.
Ooh, my God,
Because
you don't read the manga. I can see that. All right. Your ignorance is showing.
Yeah, damn. Oh
You mean
my
to tell me
God.
Asta knows how to use those swords?
No,
Asta
he's right.
gets
Alex is right.
no.
John. I hate to say this. I hate to give Alex some credit. Alex is correct. It's not like Asta is using swordsmanship in any way, shape, or form.
What?
He is using strength and bashing. What sword technique did he train at? What? No. John, what dojo did he train at? Where did he learn his swordsmanship?
The JoJo of the tree out back.
Yeah.
He
What do you
trained
think?
in a
what do you
demon
think-
head.
How do you think
That's
push-ups and pull-ups would simulate to swordsmanship? He has no swordsmanship.
He was trained
He
by
doesn't
that
know one sword technique.
Plus, he's trained by Yami.
He's not trained
No,
by
he was
Yami. Yami
first of
spends
all,
no
he
time
was
with him.
actually trained by that redhead dude. I forgot his name.
Yeah, him.
That's about it. But that was like
That's not-
footwork.
Yeah, he doesn't know any swordsmanship, John. If you didn't have any powers and you just gave him a regular sword versus any of these guys, he's getting the fruit treatment. They're sheathing their sword and unsheathing it, and he's dead.
I mean, okay, pass. Yeah, I can't fight that. Yeah, you're right. Right.
Yeah.
No,
especially when when Lick got a hold of that sword, then you really saw like him go ham with the sword. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Yami out of there too. I'm sorry. I was wild for that.
Yeah.
Listen. Honestly, guys, y'all tell us if we're crazy. Tell us if we got somebody too high. Tell us if we got somebody too low. I want to say, I think we picked, in my opinion, these are my top 4 guys outside of Mugen not being in there. Mugen should be in there if we're talking about swordsmanship. But I'd say this is our top 6 to top 5 guys that I think we listed are the best 5 swordsmen. If you think any of these guys aren't that good or somebody else should be above them, let us know in the comments. Hit us up. Let me know because we're going to be putting these on Instagram with a bunch of different funny videos next to them. And I'm going to need y'all to be active and engaging, all right? Listen, thank y'all so much for coming out. It's been Captain Chronicles, and we out.
Peace.